All right, a couple episodes ago, we talked about streamlines and wall speed and just how sacred those are. Right up there with those is dolphin kick. Dolphin kick is so important, we often call it the fifth stroke. In fact, every stroke now has some amount of dolphin kick, including breaststroke, where you can do one dolphin kick on every pullout. Unless you're like some people I won't mention who can get away with 6 dolphin kicks in a single 50, rob people of their podium spot and prize money, but we won't talk about that. Save those conversations for my therapist. We're going to talk about dolphin kick. So let's talk about the do's and the don'ts and some ideas for making your dolphin kick the best that it can be. We have 3 types of kick in swimming. Breaststroke kick, which is all about power. Flutter kick, freestyle kick, which is all about speed. You have to have those feet moving through the air in order to get speed and churning in and out of the water. But dolphin kick lives right in the middle. It has power and speed. It can gather up lots of water, send lots of water back, but also move very quickly. But in order to have good dolphin kick, you have to have a good core and good hip motion. The biggest mistake a lot of people make is they have too much knee in their kick. So they bend at the knee and then they shove like they're doing a horse kick. You have to act like there's no joint there, more like it's a tail, hence the name dolphin kick. One of the first things I like to do with people is vertical dolphin kick, and really vertical kicking of any kind. It's great. It is wonderful for measuring efficiency, because when you're kicking with a regular board, you have no idea if you're being efficient. You're moving forward, so you're probably doing it right. There's nothing there to tell you, maybe I'm not doing this as well as I could. Unless, of course, you have the brick by Fike Swim. But no, with vertical dolphin kick, it is a great tool for both novice dolphin kickers and really advanced. And we'll get into the different variations in a second. When you do this, you want your upper body to be very still in the water. All the action is happening down below, kind of like an iceberg. And you want those hips moving equally forward and backwards, legs moving equally forwards and backwards. If you're novice, your hands may be crossed on your chest or even out to the side to help support you. If you're more advanced, the hands are going to be higher and higher out of the water. One of the most difficult workouts you can do is streamline vertical dolphin kick. Hurts just thinking about it. Now, when you do this, keep the goggles off your eyes. The reason for that is, one, you want to have total clarity in what's going on around you. If there are a lot of waves, you have too much upper body motion forward and backwards. But second, if you do have a lot of waves, you're going to create a lot of sloshing and splashing that's going to come up on your eyes. It's going to kind of bug you, and you're going to take more notice of what you're doing. So when we do vertical kick, you can do it in increments of 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, but it's a great way it's something that you can do both in warm-up and as part of main sets, which we'll get into in just a second. Now, when you kick with a board, make sure, one, your head is down. And that's just a good rule of thumb in general for kicking with a board, any kick. The more your head is down, the faster you go. It's just like with swimming. You keep your head up on freestyle, you're gonna go slower. But with dolphin kick, when you keep that head down, it's gonna be easier to get your hips up. You want your butt cheeks breaking the surface, catching a breath of air, and going bump, 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 all the way down the pool. The biggest mistake I see people making when they kick with a board is they let their feet come out of the water. Not in dolphin kick. They go thump, 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 thump all the way down the pool, and that is just slow. When your feet come out of the water, you are giving up all the power in your kick. So make sure that you're keeping those feet under the surface. Now, on that note, when you are kicking, make sure you have a good rhythm that's equal down and up. So many people have a strong down kick, but then they kind of let their legs just sort of drift back. They don't really do anything on the up kick. You need to focus on the up kick. After those toes snap on the down, you've got to work to bring them up equally strong on the up kick. And you can see it again in this video where little pop of water at the surface there with the up kick. That's what you want to see. One of my favorite ways to practice good dolphin kick, and I prescribe this to people I work with all the time, is dolphin kick on your back at the surface. Doesn't matter if it's in a streamline or hands at your side. There are 3 benefits either way. The first one is you get to focus on initiating the kick with your core and your hips. Using your core and your hips, bringing your pelvis to the surface so that it breaks the surface. and then flowing down through to your toes with a strong snap. That's the second benefit. You want that kick snapping the water and popping it up into the air so that you know you've got a full, strong wavelength there. When people do this though, oftentimes what they do is they cut their kicks short. They have little half kicks that never come to the surface. They have way more movement in their upper body than they do in their lower body. And again, they're making their way up and down the pool so they don't really notice. But man, when you really work this kick right and you start with the pelvis getting up and you finish with the toes snapping to the surface and shooting that water, you will feel it in your abs. And that is a very important test of how your dolphin kick is doing. If your abs are starting to feel sore, you're probably doing really good dolphin kick. Even if you're an advanced swimmer, you should at least notice that your abs are having to work. The third benefit of this is that you can pay attention to how much upper body movement you have. If you're doing a whole lot of bouncing up and down the pool, you are going to be just inundated with water on your face and feel like you're drowning. Let's put this into a set that we can use. Let's start with a 200 on our back dolphin kick, 80% effort on an interval that gives us about 30 seconds of rest. So if we start on 4 minutes, then we stick with 4 minutes all the way through. Yes, that means we're going to be doing multiple rounds of this. After that 200, we go 225s drill on 45. Give our legs a break. Then we go 1 to 2 minutes of vertical dolphin kick with your hands placed based on your proficiency. If you're more novice, then maybe they're here. And then if you're more advanced, the higher and higher out of the water the hands go. Then we go 225s, drill on 45 seconds again. And we finish up with 825s, all out sprint, all underwater on anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute. If you're going, wow, I can't do 8 on a minute. I could maybe do 1 on a minute. I think I would have to do it on 2 minutes. Stick with a minute. Go as far as you can. When you've gone as far as you can underwater, transition gradually to the surface onto your back, but it's a sprint from wall to wall. Finish up with a 50 easy, and we go through this 2 to 4 rounds. The nice thing about this set is that it incorporates both some technical work to remind your body what good dolphin kick is, and some really gutted out, good conditioning, speed, breath control work. I'll give you one more kick drill to think about. I call it the 3-6-9-12 kick. It's a little long, but I'm working on it. When you do this, you are dolphin kicking and rotating continuously the entire time, such that you do a dolphin kick down, a dolphin kick to the left, a dolphin kick up, and then a dolphin kick to the right. And you keep doing that all the way down the pool. And your goal is to have the straightest line down the pool that you can have, both horizontally and vertically. It is a wonderful test of your body alignment and your efficiency. All right, go work on those. Tell me what you think. And as always, I hope this helps you swim different so you can swim faster. Good luck.